Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop.
With the pin fitted into the housing, I thought, I'll just mount the block. That'll take care of everything. Well, the two didn't want to go together, and I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. I thought maybe I had a misalignment issue. Turns out, the difficulty was in the actual bore of the block and the pin, and the relationship between the pin and the bore. A little bit of polishing on the pin and some chamfers on the end of the block, and the pivot pin goes in like it was made for it. Perfection. The pivot pin done. Now I just need to make sure I've got the threaded hole in the end of the shaft ready to take a bolt so I can tighten up the wheel onto the axle. Not quite as good a fit as I want. I'm going to run a tap down through it. Okay, the pin is tapped. The pivot pin is polished. The bolt has been adapted and fitted and polished and made to fit. Now I just need to take this bolt out and stick a sacrificial bolt in, just because you don't want to have an open thread anywhere around a welder. And take the pivot pin out, because even though I could weld it with it in there, it just makes better sense to have the pivot pin out and safely over here in the box along with the housing. And then take this out in the garage and weld that right there. Doesn't need any welding on this side, just right there. Before I do that, I'm going to chamfer this piece right here. That way when I weld it, I'm going to have a nice place for that weld to sink into and get a good grab onto the block. Take the burr off this side just for the heck of it. That way everything fits up right. We're good to go. I set that in the vise out in the shop, weld that up, and then this thing is done. Just a matter of assembly. Well, it took a couple of days of fitting. Sometimes you want to give it a night to sleep on. We've got the pivot pin done. It fits up nicely. Goes into the housing block. Both bores chamfered. This is chamfered on the back so it's ready to weld. And I've got the bandsaw ready for assembly. It's been a long time coming. I still have to come up with a tire for the bandsaw because the top tire fell off. I'm going to try something that might seem a little offbeat, but I'm going to put some tape on it and see if I can hold the tire together with tape, at least for a test run. New set of tires, $33 for urethane. It's $15 a piece for rubber. Urethane is supposed to be much superior. I don't know, I've read reviews both ways. Urethane sounds like a cool thing, but 33 bucks as opposed to some electrical tape. Why not try the electrical tape? Worst I'm out is I'm out a roll of electrical tape, and I have plenty of that. So we'll give it a shot, weld this up today, put the thing together, hopefully have a bandsaw running this weekend. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.